So if your will doesn't cover your super, what happens to when you die? Depends on the instructions you've left with your fund. So when you set up when you go into a retail or industry fund, you normally give them a nomination on how you want that led. Same with your self-managed super fund. You can give them a nomination, or you don't have to. So if you don't give any nominations, any instructions, then the trustee decides what happens with your super on death, who it gets paid to, and how it gets paid. You can do what's called a non-binding nomination. Trustee, it's a guide only to the trustee. They still have control about where the money goes and how. And that's one of my case studies is Katz versus Brosnan. When someone sets up a pension in a super fund, so when they start taking money out of the super fund to live on, they can set up at that time, it's called a auto-reversionary pension. So when you pass away, your balance continues to go to your death benefit dependent, so generally the spouse, as if you were still alive. Okay? The fourth one is a binding nomination. Now with a binding nomination, that's legal to the trustee. So the trustee must follow your instructions with that. If they fail to follow the instructions, then action can be taken from the beneficiaries.
Can I just jump in there? If sadly you're both taken out in a car accident at the same time.
Okay, so that's my getting it right case study. So we do discuss that. Okay. With a binding nomination, they can be lapsed. So you'll hear in a retail fund every 3 years. With a self-managed super fund, there's debate whether it's every 3 years or whether they're non-lapsing. It really depends on the deed of the super fund, which is the governing rules of the fund. Okay. Just with the binding nominations as well, there's been some cases where it's really important to get, well, it's vital that you get that right and you follow the rules of the fund. Yes?